back to yet another episode of Maxwell Stars Beer Reviews. Tonight we're going to take a look at the new winter seasonal from Rickards. Going to take a look at Rickards Oak House Winter Lager. Now, on their mobile site, it says Rickards Oak House. Alcohol percentage is 5.5% ABV. Description says that it's specially aged with lightly toasted oak. We've carefully crafted this festive seasonal to capture the warmth of an old iron stove oak house. With subtle hints of vanilla and deep amber hue, this rich winter lager is ideal alongside succulent stew or piping hot roast. All you need now is plenty of firewood and matches. Pairings. Pairs well with stew, roast beef, bacon-wrapped scallops. Interesting. Never really associated bacon-wrapped scallops with the winter, though. Anyway, so Rickards Oak House, this is the second entry from the new Rickards seasonal series, the first one being Rickards Cardigan. And I actually really like Rickards Cardigan. I thought it was the best Rickards to date. So I gotta say, I really love oak-aged beers. We just reviewed this one not too long ago, the Innocent Gun Spiced Rum Finish, which was really good this year. I'm a big fan of oak-aged beers. So let's take a look and see what Molson's Rickards division can come up with. First thing you'll notice is it's got a nice Rickards Oak House Snowflake cap, which is kind of nice. I've already got a couple of those stored away. So let's give it a pour into my Rickards pint glass. Well, it's not really a full pint. It'll hold a full bottle, though. So, not that Innocent Gun's really famous for having a lot of head. This one doesn't really have a lot of head either. It does have a finger, and I poured it rather quickly. I probably didn't really follow the instructions in the back of the bottle quite well, but at least I did pour it somewhere near a 45-degree angle. Alright, so looking at that beer, it's got a very amber orange appearance. Looks really nice. Even the head's a little bit like a cream color. It's not quite tan. But it definitely is off-white, which is a nice touch, considering it's a Molson product. It looks nice. Lots of carbonation coming up through here, but it's got the Rickards etching at the bottom of this glass, so it's helping keep it effervescent. It's definitely clear, although I do notice that there's a slight haze to it, and I did let this one warm up a little first, so let's give it a sniff. Ooh, that's very fruity. There's like little touches of red apples. Maybe more like Macintosh apple, actually. It's a rich, sweet apple-y kind of smell. Along with that, there's caramel malt and a touch of vanilla. But just a touch. It's not like a whole lot there. It doesn't smell like sex in a bottle like Innocent Gun does, but it does smell good. Little hints of caramel. Toasty, woody vanilla smells is really nice. Wow, that actually smells really good. It's not stellar or anything, but it does smell good. So let's put it down the hatch. Well, I will admit that it dries your mouth out a tad. It doesn't finish wet. It's definitely a sweet beer. There's like a little bit of a buttery, vanilla-y kind of flavor to it that comes out across the palate, generally focused around the roof of the mouth. Definitely tastes good. Underneath that, though, it's basically a light lager. Well, not a light lager, I should say. It's a regular-bodied, medium-bodied lager. But the flavors are really good. I think the one big thing I've got to say about this one is that the beer part of it really kind of comes across as basically the same lager they used in Cardigan, except this time It doesn't use It doesn't use fall spices like some kind of pumpkin beer without the pumpkin. It uses an oak aged flavor. It's almost like it's the same formula otherwise. I'm actually starting to get a little bit of that toasted grain in the back is starting to carry into more of a Cornish taste. That doesn't really surprise me with Rickards because they do use corn sugar. I'm going to sit down with this one for a bit and I'll come back with some thoughts. Be right back. And we're back with Rickards Oak House. So, what did I think about this beer? It's not bad. I like it. It actually goes down really smooth, has some great flavors. And it's definitely a nice, easy drinking beer. Great for a winter night. It'll warm you up. I just gotta say that it's the promise of it being an oak-aged beer. I find kind of disappointing when I get something that's just okay. I mean, it's maybe I've had one too many Innocent Guns. Maybe I'm just being a snot right now. It feels like this one here is Cardigan without the spices with some oak-aged flavoring added. I don't know what they did for oak-aged flavoring. Maybe they just brewed it with some oak-aged barrel chips. Maybe they actually did age this in barrels, rum barrels or something for a couple months. So, I really don't know. Rickards hasn't released that. But it tastes like a good lager with some good flavors. And if I were to rate this as a lager per se, I gotta say, it's definitely one of the better ones, and I think I could see myself giving it a 3.5 out of 5. But as far as winter seasonal goes, it's just average for the pack. I would definitely seek it out and try it, but it's not wowing me quite as much as the Cardigan did for the fall seasonals. That one was just excellent. But still, good on you, Rickards, for bringing out a beer like this. I really do enjoy it. Maybe not as much as Cardigan, but at the same time, it's nice to see you actually breaking out of the standard 4 beers and, introducing a seasonal. I'd really like to see someone around here actually start producing more than one seasonal at a time and going with that. But, oh well. Yeah, so Rickards Oak House, definitely pick it up if you see it. If you like oak-aged beers, it's not quite as good as Innocent Gun. Well, nothing is, I guess. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Thanks for watching Maxwell Stars Beer Reviews. We'll chat with you folks later, and cheers.